Jeremy Clarkson has not shied from blasting GB News, delivering stinging remarks about the channel's current state while also touching on its coverage of protests. The revered presenter of the Grand Tour made a snide comment about the broadcaster, or what's left of it, as he tackled the subject of contemporary protest movements. The 63-year-old sharply criticized GB News hosts for shouting at guests, humorously noting those who hadn't been sacked that week. Clarkson's sharp comments alluded to the network parting ways with figures like Lawrence Fox and Calvin Robinson just weeks prior. In a Sunday Times column last year, fittingly titled "What Do We Want? A Big Protest? When Do We Want It? All the Time?" Jeremy dissected the evolution of public demonstrations. He offered his insights after the Labour Party conference incident where Sir Keir Starmer encountered an unexpected glitter bombardment courtesy of Yaz Ashmawi. This act was orchestrated by People Demand Democracy, a group known for its unorthodox methods aimed towards achieving electoral reform. Jeremy suggested that days gone by saw a more orderly approach to protest, which he believes has dissipated over time. He mused, "It was easy back then, but now, when you run into a placard-waving mob, half the time you've absolutely no idea what their beef is." He continued, "Until they appear the following morning on GB News to be shouted at by whatever presenter hasn't been sacked that week." His blunt observations avoided naming any GB News individuals directly. Meanwhile, Lawrence Fox and Calvin Robinson found themselves off-air following suspensions and consequent internal probes. The former sparked a wave of outrage when he questioned the mettle of any self-respecting man willing to climb into bed with journalist Ava Evans during an appearance on Dan Wootton Tonight. Co-presenter Calvin had previously expressed concerns that bosses were petrified of Ofcom, leading to an investigation by the broadcasting watchdog following a deluge of complaints from viewers. Meanwhile, before dropping another jibe at GB News, Jeremy called into question Yaz's declaration, "We demand a people's house." Critiquing Yaz's remarks made at the gathering, it was later reported by The Guardian that Yaz defended his choices, saying, "Using glitter I think is fair play, but non-violence direct action is all about stopping real harm, and so if even for a second he was worried about his safety then that is horrible." Jeremy continued his commentary, wryly noting, "I'm sure, however, all will become clear when he appears on what's left of GB News to explain himself." He also lamented the modern zeitgeist. Every day someone invents a new issue on social media or starts a new conversation about something that's been considered normal for 4 million years.